Good evening. This is my video explaining gaps and root causes, looking into the data, inquiring into our school, USD 399, to see where our gaps are and what those causes might be. Visited with my administrator quite a few times, and he keeps coming back to the economically disadvantaged students, the students that are on free and reduced lunch, or that are eligible for free and reduced lunch. We have an abnormally high percentage of students that are on that program given our small population. And so I pulled up those a couple of graphs that I pulled off of our KSDE report card. This is our ELA graph showing free and reduced lunch status students. And you can see that our building and district for this year is a little bit smaller, level 1. But you can see level 2 is comparable, and level 3 and 4, again, district-wide is comparable. Building-wide, we're a little bit better in the level 4, but I'm looking district-wide specifically. 50% of our students are level 2, which in this area. And so, again, we talk quite a few times about our students and the times that we don't have them, the times that they're at home, the home lives that certain students have, things that are beyond their control. And certainly I believe this graph speaks to that as well. Here's the math side of that again. A very, very large majority of students in the level 1 and level 2 range, district-wide. No students in the free and reduced lunch status fall in level 4. Again, in our building wide, everything levels 1 through 3, more than half of the students in levels 1 and 2. Again, not much off the norm. It just seems like it's a big number in our district given our small student population. And I want to talk a little bit about my class as well, just to throw out a few more visuals. We use iStation. This is a chart that I got off our iStation, or a reporting graph that I got off our iStation website. I can tell from this graph, I have a high-achieving class this year, but I can tell that right in the middle, alphabet decoding seems like a spot I could touch on, and spelling there on the rightmost side there obviously would go together. For me, I see this information and know that phonics, phonemic awareness, those skills need to be touched on. We need to address those specifically in our MTSS groups, which we are doing. Not many of my students have went over letter knowledge skills in this program, but of those students, or of the 3, there is one student that you can see on this graph that that letter knowledge is a problem, which obviously I see as a problem. In first grade, where students come in, or even are in my class for a quarter and don't pick up on letter knowledge skills. I see that as a little bit of a red flag and things that I should go back and touch as well. We implemented a new phonics and phonemic awareness curriculum this year. And so our alphabet decoding and our spelling, those two charts that we see, a little bit of yellow and red there, I believe will, if we stay the course in that curriculum and use it the way it is intended, I believe that those skills will be shored up. And then I just wanted to show, and I shared this within my the prompts and the assignment questions. But this is the priority report. I visit this throughout the year, and this shows bunches of students and things that they're struggling with. Again, much to my surprise, students dealing with letter knowledge skills. Going back to look at that, not much time, or they have taken not much time on these assessments. And so, like I said, with such a high-achieving class, my guess is that they're not taking their time. They're not taking those questions seriously. And it's something I need to address because, so many times practicing that wrong, pretty soon the spelling, the decoding, all of that falls in line if we're not taking the foundational things seriously. So that dives in a little bit into my classroom and into our district as far as root causes and gaps that we see within those two areas. And hopefully we can work together as faculty to remedy those gaps. Thank you very much.